and we are being joined by Mr. C.S. Vigneshwar, who is the president of FADA. On the show right now. Very good afternoon and thank you so much for your time. First up, what were the retail sales trend that you witnessed in the month of January? Give us some more sense there, because we understand that it was the passenger vehicle that led it from the front, but what was the demand sentiment in the rest of the segments?
January has been quite good for us. In pretty much every segment, there's been some kind of a growth. So it's a very good start for the year, for the calendar year. There's also been a lot of excitement around the auto show, where a lot of vehicles have been launched. So there's been generally a very positive sentiment in the market, which is also reflected to an extent in the retails which have happened. So I think this is good for the things to come for the rest of the 12 months.
Okay, thanks for that view coming in. Also tell us if you are seeing any signs of any slowdown, because the pent-up demand that we see in January sales will end now going ahead. So are you seeing or are you penciling in any slowdown to come in the coming months?
There have been slowdown concerns. Overall, the market has been growing at about 10%, all verticals put together. So 10% is a growth rate which any large economy selling vehicles would kill for. But for us, we've been so used to higher growth rates in the previous 2 years that we felt there was a slowdown in the even at 10%. Yes, certain particular verticals under it, like commercial vehicles, probably had a flat growth rate. But these things would improve. The positive signs, of course, are the fact that new vehicles have been launched. There's a lot of excitement in the market. The budget, which also was announced, the no income tax for 12 lakhs slab is under 12 lakhs. So, which also means that the citizens also have a lot of discretionary income, which probably can be spent on things like vehicles. We are hoping that this money would be spent by customers into vehicles, and all these things would probably help to take things forward.
All right, and lastly, what we understand is that all these companies, especially the passenger vehicle companies, have taken price hikes. And given the environment, do you feel that it could further dampen the sentiment for this whole particular segment, or rather the other segments are also likely to take some price hikes?
Price rise has been a normal phenomenon, either because of the increase in the commodity prices, which on all these commodity like steel and plastic is used in a vehicle. So it is natural it goes up. But we've also seen that the price rise also happens because of regulatory norms, either in terms of safety or in terms of emissions. So all these things also do affect it. Yes, I don't think a price hike would be welcomed by any customer, but I think the manufacturers also know this, and they are working towards bringing down these price hikes and to as minimum effect as possible. Here, yes, in terms of safety, we need to become safer for the occupant as a passenger, also the passengers. And in terms of emissions, we need to become safer for the society around us. So these things are, these technological improvements need to happen, but we need to make sure that the costs are kept to the minimum.
Okay, Mr. Vigneshwar, thank you so much for joining us on ET Now and giving us a sense of what you are forecasting for the auto sector going ahead. On that note, we'll let you go.